digging my potatoes, trampling all over my body. Well, they're digging my potatoes, trampling all over my body. Well, they're digging my potatoes, people all the time. Well, I come home in the morning to my leg and feet, saw somebody in the kitchen and it wasn't me. Digging my potatoes, trampling all over my line. Well, they're digging my potatoes, people all the time. I see they're digging my potatoes, digging my potatoes, digging my potatoes, trampling all over my mind. Well, they're digging my potatoes, people all the time. Digging my potatoes, trampling over my line. Well, they're digging my potatoes, people all the time. I see they're digging my potatoes, I see they're digging my potatoes. Well, they're digging my potatoes, trampling all over my line. I see they're digging my potatoes, people all the time. I see they're digging my potatoes, digging my potatoes, digging my potatoes, trampling all over my mind. I see them digging my potatoes, I see them digging my potatoes, I see them digging my potatoes, trampling all over my mind.
Alligator meat is really all right. Hurry, waiter, 'cause I wanna eat. Oh yeah, alligator. Oh, alligator meat is really all right. Well, you take a big slab of gator, slap it on a big piece of bread. Well, salt will make it better. Well, go ahead, take a big bite, bread, alligator. Yeah, alligator meat. Oh yeah, alligator. Alligator meat is really all right. Go slap it on a big piece of bread. Well, salt will make it better. Well, Go ahead, take a big bite, bread, alligator. Oh yeah, alligator, meat, alligator. Alligator meat was really alright. Hey waiter, how about some alligator meat?
Yeah, we really love that rock and roll hot patootie. That was, of course, Meatloaf, one of our regulars on this show.
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf. Yes, that's the sort of artist we play regularly, isn't it? So, hello, food lovers everywhere. This is the show about food.
And dancing.
And dancing. And have you met Fanny?
Fanny
Craddock. This is my very own Fanny Craddock, the chef in the kitchen. She's the star of many a great TV dinner. Right, so, I like the comments. We've got some good comments.
Yes.
So Glenn says, a lovely spread.
Catherine says, I spy some bubbles. You've
Some
got a
bubbles.
keen eye.
Mm-hmm. Derek, of course, it must be jelly because the jam don't shake like that. We've got Glenn's favourite, dunking custard creams. Glenn, that's very naughty.
Now that's like an English tradition, isn't it?
That is an English tradition. Dunking.
Actually, that inspires me. The first question of the show.
Oh,
is
yes.
it too early to ask questions?
No, it's never too early to ask a question.
Right.
As long as it's a good question.
What's your favourite dunking biscuit?
Oh, your favourite Dunkin' biscuit.
And do
we
you
could
know
have a
if
whole
you-
show on that, couldn't we, really?
Oh, yeah, that's
a whole
true.
show on
Maybe
Dunkin'
we should
biscuits.
we should do that. And that's a very British thing, isn't it? A dunking biscuit and the right biscuit to put into your
Well, I
tea.
do it for afternoon tea every day. It's a 3 o'clock tradition.
Exactly.
And of course, there is only one. It's got to be a digestive. It's
Well, I
only
don't
a
know.
digestive.
Well,
so
for
let's
Glenn,
see.
it's a custard cream.
Custard cream. Well, Glenn, yes, well.
And even in the digestive,
but
is
you
it
see,
with
you've got
chocolate or without chocolate?
Oh, no, chocolate. You don't dunk it with chocolate, honestly. Sue says she's hungry to dance.
Oh, yeah.
And who have we got on Facebook?
We've got Catherine, says
And John.
both. And
Hello, John Hudson, all the way from
Hello.
America. Well, I don't know. Are you living in America, John? I presume you do.
You're just guessing.
Catherine Robinson, well, he might have moved to somewhere exotic.
Oh, I see. No.
I was going to say
You weren't
Hawaii,
thinking-
but that's still in America, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I know that one. Right, anyway, enough of my geography. So we've got a great show for you tonight. We hope it's going to whet your appetite. We are talking about health and dances. Now, funnily enough, Derek is actually on the
On the health
on the
committee?
because it was Derek's question.
Oh.
Derek Naramore of Southwest
Derek
Lindy
Naramore,
Hoppers,
Jane Naramore.
Derek and Jane, asking about health and nutrition and food. So we will be talking about that later. So, but as always, before we do, we think we're going to dance a little bit.
Yes, let's
So,
dance.
okay. So we had to think, we need a theme to do with food. Now, obviously, this show is not always about food, as you may have gathered. Sometimes we include a little dancing. And so we thought, well, we've got to do something. So we've got to have a theme of food throughout the show. So the music, we've got lots of music. And so the song that we've got for our warm-up is actually going to have a food theme. But then we thought we need a dance to go with it. So we haven't created one, no. We borrowed one from, there was a guy called Graham, what's his name? Graham Wheaton, isn't it? Oh, I
Well,
forgot
he
his name.
shared it. But
He shared it, yeah. He
Graham
shared this
Wilson.
lovely clip.
Yeah,
That's it.
on Facebook.
Yeah, he shared this lovely clip of the 1960s Madison where they do it with a partner. It's so cool. Not seen it before, so I thought we could give it a go. So you don't need a partner because we're going to do the basic footwork. So we know the basic Madison footwork. We're going to go step, tap, step, cross and cross. Let's do that again. Step, tap, step, cross and cross and cross. So come on guys, off the sofa and start doing your basic Madison. Across and cross and cross. Step, tap, step, cross and cross and cross. So let's explain it for those that haven't done it before. We step forward on the left. You tap the toe of the right. You step back on the right and you take your left toe across, uncross and cross. Step, tap, step, cross and cross and cross. However, if you're going to do this with a partner, the follows, who are always super clever, have to do the same as the leader, just backwards.
And in heels.
And in heels. So we go. A step, tap, step, cross and cross and cross. Step, tap, step, out, in, out. Step, tap,
Just
step.
3 times.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2. In, out, in.
Oh, thank you. Good. So she's directing me. So one more time, we go.
Who's the follow
Step,
now?
tap, step. Step, tap, step. 1, 2,
out,
3.
in.
Step, tap, step. So maybe we should turn around this way so they can follow us from this side. We go. Step, tap, step, 1, 2, 3. So we thought now it's May the 17th today, isn't it?
It is.
And that means are we allowed to dance again now? Not yet.
Well, yeah, I think we're allowed to hug even.
We're allowed to hug.
If we're allowed to hug,
Are
we must be allowed to
Are we
dance.
allowed to hug?
We are allowed to hug.
Well, not in public. Anyway, so there's your basic step. But there were some really cool variations. For example, you could go a basic, and then we could switch through and do the basic this way. Step, tap, step, 1, 2, 3. Step, tap, step, 1. Isn't that cool?
That's very
step,
cool.
tap, step, 1, 2, 3. And when we want to go back, I'm going to roll my partner in with the left hand. Step, tap, step, 1, 2, 3. Step,
Oh, I
tap,
like this.
step, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to do a basic. Step, tap, step, 1, 2. And on 3, that's when we're going to turn and go. Tap, step, 1, 2, 3. Shall we turn around and do it the other way so you can see it from this side?
Yeah.
So let's do our basic again. So I hope you're following us. Now, if you haven't got a partner, we can do it once without a partner.
Yeah.
So you can just do your steps. So if you want to be a follow today, then you follow Anna. If you want to be a leader, you follow me. Walk this way. No, you don't have to follow me that way, but you get the idea. So we do one basic step. We go step, tap, step, cross, uncross. Let's do another one. Step, tap, step, cross, uncross. Now, as we close, we are going to turn and go step,
Close first, I
tap,
think.
step, 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry?
You need to close first, I
Yep,
think.
we're going to
before you
finish.
step.
So we go. Let's do one basic. We'll do it together because obviously we've rehearsed this. So we go. Step, tap, step, touch. And then we're going to step through. Step, tap, step, touch, step, touch, step, tap, step, touch. And then when I want to come back, step, tap, step, touch. I think we're getting better now, aren't we? Okay.
Shall we start again?
With a bit of practice, we will get there. You're not waiting for us to do this, are you? I hope they're not impatient. Okay, so that's variation number 1. So let's do it on our
Shall we
own.
practice a couple of
2
times?
basics, 2 variations. 5, 6, here we go. Step, tap, step, touch, step, touch, step, tap, step, touch, step, touch, step, tap, step, Anna. Step, touch, step, touch. Back to basics. Step, touch, step, touch, step, touch. Would you like to give it a follows perspective?
Sure. I'm not sure about your touch, step, touch. There's no step in the touches. Touch. I'm not trying to argue, you see.
No.
But I was
You call it
listening
out.
to
You
you.
call it
I
out.
was
That's
listening.
good. So,
Okay, from the follows perspective, we're stepping backwards. We go back, touch, back, in, out, in. Back, touch, back, in, out, in. Step, touch, step, in, out,
freeze. Now we want to rotate
We go
90 degrees.
through. We step in front, touch, in, out, in, step, touch, step, in, out,
Freeze.
in.
Back to basic.
From here we swivel back to our right shoulder followers
Yeah,
and we
leaders.
go step, touch, step, in, out, in.
Cool. That's variation number 1. Are you ready for variation number 2? Give us a thumbs up.
I'm not sure
Give us a
I'm ready.
like. Well, actually, it's very similar to number 1. So let's repeat our 2 basics going into our through step. We go.
1, 2, 3, in, out, in. 1, 2, 3, get
Turn.
ready and step, touch, step, in, out, in. Step, touch, step, coming back.
Freeze. Now we're not going to come back
Oh,
now.
no.
What we're actually going to do is we're
It's
actually
a
going to.
seamless show.
We're going to turn away from each other. Step, tap, step, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's
step,
pretty cool.
tap, step. Oh, thank you. See, she's not done it before. And in fact, I only did it 5 minutes before we started. That's why we were late.
I think they can tell.
Yeah, I think they can tell. So, and then when we're ready, we can come back. Step, touch, step,
Oh,
1,
straight
2,
in.
3. Step, touch, step, 1, 2, 3. Well, we're
Isn't
making
it
it up as we
brilliant?
go along. Shall we?
Let's
Okay.
do it to music.
Let's do it to music.
Okay, so
let's see if we
break,
can do music.
Basic and then turn twice.
And the song we picked, Kidney Stew. Well, stew, kidney,
Kidney,
you know,
kidney.
kidneys and stew. It's sort of got a food theme to
I'm
it.
guessing it's kidney bean stew, isn't it?
Kidney bean stew, maybe. And this is by Eddie Cleanhead Vincent. Let's do it again.
So I guess
From the
it
top.
ain't no
5,
lie.
6, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Turn.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1,
Back to that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3.
There you go. We got it now. Okay. We'll give you one more variation today.
Uh-oh.
We're in
What are
trouble.
you doing to me?
Okay, we're going to give you one more variation, and this is one of my favourites. This is the Fred Astaire
Oh.
glide to the side.
Yes.
So we're going to go. We'll do our basic. We go a step, touch, step, out, in, and then we're going to sort of we're going to release our partner, and we're going to go and cross, slide, and cross, slide, and cross, slide, and cross, slide. Step, touch, out,
Oh,
in.
I like that one. Shall we turn this way? And
Okay.
show?
So
Let's all do it the same way because we go both ways.
we go both ways.
Thank you.
Well, there you go. We go both ways. It's public. Right. So
All right,
that
let's go
means
to the right.
we eat meat and veg
Yes.
because we go both ways.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to the right first. So we're going to basically go. You step on the right foot. It's an and then you're going to cross. And cross. You step out to the side and you slide. You go and cross, slide, and cross, slide, and cross, slide. Now, if you notice, Anna has the Fred Astaire styling.
I was
Would
actually
you-
going to mention you.
Would you like to demonstrate,
Oh,
Anna?
may
So,
I?
Are you
So-
ready? You go.
And cross slide and cross slide. So you want to draw the slide with your hands just as you do it with the feet. And 1, 2, and 1, 2.
Just make sure you put the cup of tea down before you do it. Okay, so let's do
How
it
about
one more
biscuit? No,
time.
you don't fit it.
Yeah, the Dunkin' custard creams.
Dunkin' custard.
So we're going to do 4 of these. We go. And 1, 2,
3, 4, and 5, 6,
2,
7, and
3,
1, 2, 3, 4,
and 4.
6, 7, 8.
Cool. So we're here with our basic. Step, touch, step, in, out, in. I'm going to take a quick, I'm going to put my left foot down and quickly cross, step to the side. 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 Pick up my partner, ready to go back to the basic. Step, touch, step, in, out, in. So let's do that without a partner. So if you haven't got a partner, you can just do the solo footwork.
And it's a nice variation on your solo Madison.
Yeah, cool. Let's do it. One basic, we go. Step, touch, step, in, out, stop.
in.
So I'm quickly going to I'm going to start on my left foot.
My right foot follows.
I'm going to put the foot down on the and then I'm going to cross.
And cross.
Step, slide. And step, slide. Don't forget the arms. And step, slide. We want to go back to the basic. Step, touch, step, in, out, in. Ooh, so now we got, should we repeat all that? Because I can't remember it. So we've got one basic, well, we've got the first basic with a partner. We've got the turn through to face the curtain. We've got turn back to back to
When
face
you
away.
don't get along with your partner.
If you don't get along with your partner, or you just want to see who else is in the room. And then we can do our Fred Astaire slide. And I think
Do you
that'll be
find
enough for
anybody?
today. Oh,
You're stuck with me.
ahoy, mateys.
Stuck with me.
Oh, it's you. Right, are you ready, folks?
Into our friends.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's put some music on and Madison. Solo with a partner, it's up to you.
Time for the kidney tune. Let's do 4 basics to really get us into it.
5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
In, out, in. First one. Fred Astaire slide coming up.
Oh, give me still. Oh, give me still.
Works.
You're surprised.
You can save your money and keep your peace of mind.
Now, you stay here as long as you want. When you're ready, you're going to give your partner a signal. Well, I think, Anna, next week we'll have to actually practice that. So actually there are lots and lots of cool variations. Well, we should try and share the clip maybe so people can see it.
We can share the clip and we will share some more variations
Some
as
more
well.
variations. Right.
We'll work out for you.
Kidney stew. Now, you might be interested in some of the classes we've been teaching on our Swing Dance UK members site, particularly if you're into Balboa, because we've been doing a series of beginners Balboa. And we did our basic step, which we repeated our up basic, because we've done that before, and we repeated our down basic. But what we did this time was we combined a down and an up, and a down and up. But then we got very clever and we reversed it. We did an up and a down, and an up and a down. Now, some of you may be looking and thinking, well, they're doing the same thing, because you're looking from the waist up, and that's what it would look like. But it was the feet. We were doing a difference between an up or a down basic. So there's a small variation there. Then we did a come around, and we went a 1, 2 around, step, step, boom, into our Johnny's drop. Rock, step, kick, and through. But we finished it with another come around, but not any old come around.
Cherry on the cake.
Cherry on the cake, very food
Topical,
theme, very
topical.
topical. The cherry on the cake was I actually did a reverse come around. So I went rock, step around, step, step, ah, with the ah feeling. So I'll do that one more time from the
Without
Johnny's drop.
stopping.
We went rock, step, kick,
Oh,
sorry, from the Johnny's drop, and then into our reverse come around, going to my left instead of the normal right. So should we put that all together?
yeah.
Okay, so what was the first step? We did a basic with our ups. We did a basic with our ups. Then we did a basic with a down and an up, and a down and an up, and then an up and a down. Stop my house. Up and a down. And then we did a come around into a Johnny's drop with a reverse come around. Whee! Back to the basic. Oh, we also did some sides. I'll show you from the side actually because it's easy to see. Side steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we did some paddles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we did. Ooh, no, we didn't do that. But we did back into
But
the
we did
basics.
everything else, which was quite
So,
incredible.
that is what you will find, a review of that class. Well, not the review, the whole replay of that class. And if you're interested in learning, Sundays, Balboa,
Sunday afternoons, or head to the membership site, which is at swingdanceuk.com.
and it's all there. Now, the reason, we know there's a lot of dance out there, but sometimes it's nice to broaden your repertoire because, you know, I get so many people tell me, gosh, I've been dancing for years, but I seem to do the same 6 steps all the time. So it's nice to be exposed to different things. And we're hoping even here, maybe you had an idea. You thought, okay, so they just did a come around, but they reversed it. Well, maybe I could do that, a swing out.
Little circle.
Maybe I could reverse the swing out because it's basically the same. So we hope that these give you ideas you can put into your own dancing.
Yeah, enrich your dancing.
Enrich your dancing. And even if you do it on your own, you might say, I like this move. Or maybe now I'll go the other way. So if you think one way, think go the other way. So all useful stuff, that's what I say.
Absolutely.
Gosh, all this dancing has made me hungry, Anna.
Oh,
Should we
me
go and
too.
get some food?
Absolutely.
Yeah, come then.
Let's have dinner.
Right. Now,
You don't mind if we eat?
well, we're going to eat up what people are saying. So let's have a look on Facebook. Who's here now on Facebook?
Right, we have Benson has joined us, and Simone. Jeffrey is watching as well. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show.
And this show, we are talking about food. So if we're going to get your lips smacking very soon, and we're going to make you hungry. Now, we've had a comment here. So Catherine says, I'm with Glenn on this one. Love dunking a custard cream. Well, you know, I must live in a different world at parts of England because I've never dunked a custard cream.
Well, you don't drink tea.
I don't drink tea. Well, that could be the reason, but don't tell everyone that. That will ruin my image. Catherine Robeson says, also prefer It's Madison Time. Yes, that is the song for doing Madison. Frank says, hi
from Swiss.
From Swiss.
Ah,
hello.
lovely, with the Swiss heart.
So, of course, that means you're pretty holy. You know, cheese and all that sort of stuff.
And chocolate.
Cheese and chocolate.
That's my favourite diet.
You've
even a balanced diet of cheese and chocolate.
Yes. You must be French or Swiss, I'm guessing. So yes, a balanced diet. So in fact, actually, it's quite interesting. I asked Anna to, I said, let's pick our favourite food. So we want you to tell us what is your favourite food and what do you like to eat. And both Anna and I have picked something.
Yeah.
We're going to show you after the next song.
We thought that should be like the centre of diet. You
yes.
know, our main, what do you call it, the feature of our diet.
Well, the focus of what the diet's all about. And we both picked something.
Yeah.
Quite accidental, but you'll see. Emma says, I've never dunked a custard cream either. I'm with you, Emma. I don't understand it. I like custard creams. I like to, sort of you take the top biscuit off, then you eat the custard, and then you eat the bottom biscuit. That's beautiful. But dunking a custard, I don't know about that. Our favourite treats, lemon drizzle cake with Devonshire clotted cream.
Oh wow!
Yes.
When I'm allowed.
When I'm allowed, yes. I know what you mean, Derek.
Ooh, I love lemon drizzle and I love clotted cream, but I don't think I've ever tried them together. Is there any other?
Well,
actually there is
true.
Cornish clotted cream, but I won't mention it here.
Lemon drizzle cake and Devonshire.
I don't want to get into a fight with Derek. I don't think I will win.
No, I think we've got some good ideas here. So keep it going. What are your other naughty treats and what are your healthy treats?
What's this Catherine?
Okay, I think it's time for some food. Well, we're talking food, aren't we?
Cherry pie. Now I see that a lot of you have a similar idea to diet to me. Because we're straight into the pies and the cream and the cheese.
Okay, let's have all that meat and no potatoes, Mr. Fatswaller, all that meat and no potatoes, and let's dance so we can eat what we want. That's what I say.
Are you straight Facebook?
With all that meat and no potatoes, all that meat, no potatoes, all that food to the alligators, yeah. Hold me steady, I am ready, with all that meat and no potatoes. I don't think that these are bad, with me most anything goes. I look in the pot, I'm fit to fight, 'cause woman, you know that this ain't right. All that meat and no potatoes just ain't right, like green tomatoes. Yes, I'm screaming, I'm really screaming. All that meat and no potatoes. Rambo, away with it.
Well, you can't go wrong, I say, if you start with a bit of Fatswaller.
Oh, no.
Fatswaller, fantastic. So, let me just see if we've got any favourite food. Cherry pie, you have to try it, guys, with a bit of cream or ice cream. Do you have cream or ice cream with it? How about a chocolate fondue? Oh my gosh.
Oh, yes.
Frank, you should get to meet Anna because I think you two have something. You have something in common.
Yeah, that might be dangerous actually. We might
Okay.
fight for our food.
So-
talking about chocolate fondue, that makes me think of the black and white ball. Now, you might think, why would you think of a ball when you think of chocolate fondue? Because it's
Tradition.
one of our our tradition event, our yearly event. And what is so special about it, apart from the fact that we have a big band and a lovely, beautiful ballroom and shows, and is because we have 2 chocolate fountains, a dark chocolate fountain and a white chocolate fountain.
And they're both jolly good.
And they're both jolly good. Every year I can't decide which one I prefer. I keep going from one to the other, I still can't tell.
You do a lot of market research,
Oh,
don't you?
absolutely. Yeah.
Now, Anna, this is, seriously folks, we both picked, we said, let's be something representative of the
Yes.
sort of diet that we think
That
a
dancers
dancer,
should
a
have.
dancer's diet. So
Okay.
I picked Dutchie's organic celery. Have you tried a celery juice in the morning? What are you laughing at? No, they're all laughing. Have you tried a celery juice every morning before you start your day? 20 minutes before you start eating, you make a nice celery juice, a little bit of water, celery, nothing else. Well, sometimes I do get carried away and I put a bit of cinnamon in or a bit of cucumber. Yeah, get carried
on
away.
wild days.
If I'm going really wild, I'll add some kale as well. Absolutely delicious. You know what? This is the way to start your day. Bit of celery juice. Couldn't be better. Now, Anna, what's your way to start the day?
I picked something that you can have any time of the day.
Mm-hmm.
You can have it in the morning, first thing, the last thing in the evening, and in the middle. It can be your main. It can be anything, really. It's called chocolate.
And it's a particular kind of chocolate,
it's a
isn't
particular
it? Frank, have you heard of this?
Yes.
Have you heard of this
We've
made,
got
Frank?
a beautiful Lindt chocolate.
Lindt. Where's Lindt from?
It is. Well, I know there's.
Is it Swiss?
It's Swiss. It is Swiss.
It's Swiss?
But, yeah, I know they are also.
Frank, can you confirm?
They also make them in France, in South France. But it is Swiss. It is.
Oh, they
it
make
is
it in
Swiss.
France as well.
Yeah, I know the factory.
So it's
in the
multilingual.
Pyrenees, but it's actually a Swiss chocolate.
Fantastic. Okay.
Well, it is a delicious chocolate, which is
So
what
now
counts.
let's have a vote. Who
It's like melting
has the
butter.
dancer's diet? Is it A, the organic celery, or is it B, the Swiss Pyrenees chocolate Lindt?
Now, Simon, I don't know where you're at with your marketing, but I've taken, I put effort. I'm trying to match the theme here. The celery doesn't go.
No. However, I think it's time for some music. So let's have your vote. Is it the celery or is it the chocolate? Sue says it's the celery. Oh no, sorry. She says it's the chocolate.
She's allergic to celery.
Oh no, who's allergic to celery?
Yeah,
I
me
don't
too.
believe it.
Me too.
Allergic to celery. Okay,
Yeah.
is anyone allergic to chocolate? That'll work. Dunk the celery in chocolate. Yes. Okay. I think we should have a food club. That's what I say. In fact, let's bring our good friends, the Ding Dong Daddios, lovely guys. If you ever get a chance to see them playing live,
they're a delight.
They are
They are a
the
delight.
guys to go and see. Last time we saw them live was at the Goodwood Festival. They played there
Yes.
regularly.
Yeah.
And this song is called Food Club. Let's dance. So come on, people on Facebook. Are you chocolate or are you celery? I want to know which is your dancer's
Go-to.
diet. Your go-to dancer's diet. Okay, here we go.
Many people call me rude, but the truth is, baby, I like my food. Breakfast, lunch, and tea. Any meal is good for me. Eating, reading now, consumption's what it's all about. Doesn't matter if it's only me. A 10 for 1 and a meal for 3. Food club tonight. gonna be right on the side, smoked salmon, fried chicken leg. I'm gonna do this right. Hey, waiter, you got something for me now? Some sort of olives. Well, I met a little girl at the local grill. Just by the sunset, she could eat her fill. She had me the sun was inside enchiladas. I asked the waiter for the bill. From the room back to mine, looking up a bottle of the finest wine. When the cool explained to see, she's the only girl for me. Because every time we meet, and baby, she really makes me wanna eat something. Green corn, popping corn, it really can't be beat. You know, I was asking for them olives. You know, man, the only thing stoned around here is getting me a rush. You know what I'm saying? You're real slow, man. Speed up, well, we love the bottle of the finest pour a bottle of the heat of the rodeo. 120 blackbirds a picking high. Excuse me while I kiss this pie. Because every time you meet, I'm crazy. She really makes me want to eat. So don't delay me. Greenhorn, popping corn, it really can't be beat. We're gonna have a fruit club tonight. Right now, it's gonna be out of the sun. Smoked salmon, fried chicken leg. I'm gonna do this right, oh yeah. I'm gonna do this right, oh boy. I'm gonna do this right. Waiter, I'm leaving.
Food Club by the Ding Dong Daddy-O's. Yeah, check them out, the Ding Dong Daddy-O's.
Yeah.
It's one of the bands that plays around in London. Well, they play everywhere, but they're a London-based band and very good. So
Yeah.
we've had some votes for chocolate. Nobody's voting for the organic celery. I don't understand.
Juliana is also voting for chocolate.
What?
But she's on my team.
She's on your team. So has there not been one vote? Come on, guys, look how green and luscious it is. This is the healthy dancer's diet.
All
Smell
plastic
it.
though.
Oh.
It's all plastic. It's not recyclable. Whereas eco-friendly chocolate comes in a recyclable cardboard box and recyclable aluminium box. Okay, there's not very much left.
No, there isn't. That's rather an empty packet you've got there, Anna.
Well, that's what
I don't remember having any of it. Okay, so a few weeks ago we had a vote.
Well, wait, I was going to talk about the Ding Dong Daddy-O's.
Oh, Ding Dong Daddy-O's,
Because I was
yes.
going to ask, was it with them that we did that gig in Oxford in the Natural
Yes.
History Museum?
Yes.
I think
yes.
it was. It was so much fun. I mean, it's not every day that you get to dance in the middle of
A dinosaur.
dinosaurs and all other natural history museum
Mind you,
artifacts.
I got into trouble, didn't I, when I started playing
Well, yes,
playing on
with
the
the egg.
xylophone ribs? Yeah, and the curator came running after me, and I had to bury my head in the sand. Then it was an ostrich. Okay, so a few weeks ago we had a competition, and the competition was for which tie should I wear. Now it was going to be last week, but last week did 60, so I didn't wear it. So this is the competition tie that won. This is my very first vintage tie that I bought. So I've had this since the 1980s. It probably almost make it vintage in its own right, but I believe it's a little bit older. So there you go, folks. So this is the tie. So thank you for voting. I'd like to have another vote. I've got two more
Thank you
ties.
for helping Simon dress.
Yes, I've got two more ties here. Now, the first tie is a rather nice one. It's not actually, I don't think that old. I think it's quite a modern one. But you know, I say
It
old.
says
It's probably from
city.
it's from the 70s or something. Anyway,
got
but it's
little,
rather fun because it's got dancers on it.
Dancers, yes.
Can you see that?
Let me zoom in. Can you see the skirt and
There's some rock and roll. There's some foxtrot.
foxtrot.
There's some musicians. There's some record discs. There's
Okay, so apologies, Facebook. Here you go, but it's in reverse, obviously. So the leaders are following, the followers are leading.
and the music's all being played back to front.
Yes.
So there's some instruments. There's some trumpets, some guitars.
It's a bit blurry on Facebook. I think that's neater.
Is that better?
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's
So
tie
that
number
is
one.
tie number one. So what should we call that? Should we call that
It's Dancers Mosaic.
M for Dancers Mosaic?
Or
now-
just Dancers Mosaic.
Okay. Well, they can't write Dancer Mosaic. That's too illicit. Now, on the other hand,
Are you saying they can't write?
that's a
I'm
lot.
sure they can manage.
Oh, Emma says celery is much improved in a Waldorf salad.
Oh yeah, as long as there's cheese with it.
Yeah. And walnuts.
There's nuts, walnuts, and there is cheese in the Waldorf salad, isn't there?
Has anyone tried vegetarian chocolate?
Oh yes, by mistake.
By mistake.
Ugh.
Well, no, you.
Actually, recently.
I've been buying.
It was a mistake. It was a mistake.
Oh, actually, yeah, no, I did. I buy a product. I'm not on commission with them. I don't earn any. There's no affiliation. A brand. But I really like them. They're called Biona.
We both do actually.
Yeah, called Biona.
I have to say.
Not the cheapest brand, but the quality is there.
It's
They're very good brand, organic and all sorts of things. Anyway, they do an organic, dark, vegan chocolate spread.
Yes. Now
And
we tried
it's actually rather
the
good.
dark chocolate spread before, which was very good, and then by mistake you bought the vegan one. The
Yeah,
vegan
I actually
version.
bought it by mistake.
Yeah.
I just thought, they've changed the label.
It's not as nice. It's okay.
Well, I like it.
It's okay.
Well, I'm going to buy it again
It's
because
not
I like
as
it.
nice.
Okay, because the thing is, folks, when you reach my age, you have to watch what you eat.
Yes.
So I am thinking.
Yeah, I watch it instantly.
Yes, I am thinking. I need to look like this. For another 20 years. So I need to another 40
Until
years,
you're
another 50
30.
years, and until I want to look like this till I'm 100. I want to be dancing till I'm 100. That's my
Yes.
ambition. And so I've got to be careful what I eat. You see, so I'm trying to eat good food, like Lindt chocolate, good quality chocolate, and I'm trying to eat this good food.
Yes.
So I buy these Biona products, and I think they're very good. Anyway, I got to say, they do have some very super recipes on their website.
They
If
do.
you
That's
like them.
true. That's true.
I-
Even I like them.
I haven't gone vegan yet.
No, but we do like their vegan recipes.
But I am edging in that direction.
Yeah.
Bit edgy. I would call myself a flexitarian.
Because you can touch your toes.
Exactly.
And you eat.
Yes. Okay. So
Isn't most chocolate vegan? No, because there's cocoa
Milk.
butter, isn't there? And milk. In
yeah,
some
well,
of it,
in dairy, Cadbury's
I'm not sure.
dairy
Is
chocolate.
Is actually cocoa butter, is it veggie? Like, is it made just with the cocoa?
I have no
Or is
idea.
it mixed with dairy? I'm not sure.
Well, can anyone tell us? What's the question? Anna?
Is cocoa butter vegan? Or
Is cocoa butter
it
butter or is it
cocoa-based?
vegan?
Or is it
That's
butter
the
or is
thing.
it cocoa?
But all I know is in proper chocolate, dairy's milk.
Yes.
Cadbury's dairy milk. They advertise, they pour 2 pints of glass of milk in it.
Yes.
In 1 cube of chocolate. I don't know how they do it. It's marvellous. Anyway, we mustn't
And they
promote
forgot
all
the
these
sugar.
companies. Yeah, and they've got sugar. So here's tie number 2. Now I have to confess, this is actually my favourite tie. This is my favourite tie. Oh, we've got somebody calling us. Who's calling the golden shot? Should we ignore it, Anna? You better show this tie.
I'll showcase tie number 2.
Now this is a vintage one.
So
It's
you
a,
can see.
it's a
Actually,
Wembley.
There are 3 panels, 3 little scenes. Oh,
And
is
show
that
the
my
label.
It might
People
be my
like-
phone.
Oh, it's your phone, Anna. Oh,
might
Anna.
be.
Oh, she's in trouble.
So it's a Wembley,
It's a Wembley tie.
label.
Does anyone know about ties? How old would this tie be? Is it 40s, 50s, I'm guessing? Late 40s? Somebody wrote in, we should have
Yes.
a whole
We
feature on
have
ties.
a
So we're
wonderful
thinking
suggestion.
in a few weeks, we might have a show about ties. What should we call it? Ties Are Us?
It's a tie.
It's a
Oh,
tie.
ties are us.
It's a tie.
Oh, ties
Ties
are
Are
us.
Us,
I like
or
that.
it's a tie.
Yeah,
Ties
Ties Are Us.
I was having a look the other day, and I have got quite a few oldie ties, haven't I?
Quite a few, yes.
Okay, so it looks 40s or 50s. That's
Yeah,
what I would
the-
have said.
the
Yeah.
label looks-
Yeah. So the question is, do you like this more modern version?
So
with
is
all
this-
the dancers on. It's a dancer's tie.
Are they choosing the tie that you're going to wear on the Ties Are Us show?
Possibly, or I might wear a different one. But this one, look at the dancers. Did you show them the dancers? in
I
this?
did,
It's
I
amazing.
did, I
Anyway,
did.
most people are probably
So
really
we got
bored with looking at my ties.
Mosaic tie or dancer's tie. I
Okay.
mean, they both have dancers.
This show is about food. It's not about ties. So hold tight. I want some seafood, Mama. Shall we have Sydney Bechet or the Andrews sisters?
Sydney Bechet.
Sydney Bechet it is then. Hold tight.
One of my favourites. Love Sydney Bechet.
Let's get up and dance.
This is our Charleston jam.
Yeah, Charleston Jam.
Oh,
hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Would you like to take a walk seafood, mama? Travel the night, live every night. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Would you like to take a walk seafood, mama? Some is trout, they knock you out. I like poking mackerel too. I pay for the fish. You don't have oysters, crab good too. I want seafood dish. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Would you like to take a walk seafood, mama? Travel the rice, live every night. Poking mackerel too. I pay for the fish. You don't have oyster crab will do. I want seafood dish. Every night.
I've got another question.
Another question.
So you mentioned, Simon, that you describe yourself as flexitarian, and we're not vegetarian or vegan, but we have been eating a lot less meat and a lot more vegan meals, really, a lot more plant-based. How about you? How about everybody else? Because there's quite a lot of information in the media. There's quite a shift. Have you seen your diet change?
Okay. Put a word.
Choices.
Put vegan, vegetarian, flexitarian, meat lover.
Or chocolatarian.
Ooh, I know what you'll be putting. Who's a chocolatarian? Okay, let's hear what you've used. But the evidence is coming out. Now, if you'd asked me...
Narrative ties, I like that.
A narrative ties.
Narrative ties.
Oh, nice. Do you know...
That's a nice theme, actually.
Because Juliet is an artiste.
He is.
And did you know that they used to hand paint ties? But we'll talk about more of that when we do our ties.
We'll
talk about that.
Don't jump ahead.
Don't jump ahead. No, I'm not going to jump ahead, I promise.
Come back.
Now,
it's going to be in 2 weeks' time?
Yeah, because next week we're going to talk about Frankie Manning. Because it's around his birthday, you see.
It's his birthday, yeah.
He would have been, I think, 109 or something.
It's going to be a birthday party.
Hold on, he was born in 2000. No, 2000. Born in 1914. How old will he be?
So it's 2021, so minus 3, 97.
100 and...
Oh no, yeah, sorry. It's the other way around.
Yeah, 109 or
14
something?
and 7. 107.
107?
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
Yes. 14 plus 7.
So, yeah, we're going to talk about Frankie Manning next week, and the week after that, I think we'll do ties. Do you know, we've never been this organised before. Meat lover, but I've started eating lots of tofu. You know, the interesting thing is, if you had asked both of us independently, 10 years ago, because we didn't know each other 10 years ago, if you'd asked us 10 years ago, like, would we, like, I eat meat pretty much 2, 3, 4 times a week.
At least.
Or meat or fish.
Most days.
Yeah. And now I have it maybe twice a month at the most.
A bit more. bit more. Maybe once a week.
Once a week.
Oh, for fish
Well,
and meat.
yeah, fish or meat. Okay, fish or meat, but
fish or meat.
meat
But
probably
yeah,
twice a
but
month.
even like if you'd asked me 3 years ago if I'd eat tofu, it would have been a big no, really.
So there's pescatarian
And now I eat
equals
tofu all the
vegetarian and
time.
fish. Yeah, now you eat tofu all the time, and the old legumes, the old beans. We're into the beans, aren't we?
Yes, we're into beans.
Oh gosh, we're so healthy. The funny thing is though, I've had the pleasure of working with many professional dancers. When I say professional, the dancers have been to dance school, they've had years of training, they know their craft, they're top dancers. When you're backstage, you should see the diet that they eat. Chocolate galore. It's unbelievable. They survive on one of the worst diets I've ever seen. And it's really interesting.
Yeah.
But I think that it's important
shame, actually, because
to look after what we eat.
It's a short-term diet, isn't it?
It's a short-term diet, yeah. It can
That
only
they can
last about
sustain-
50 years. Yeah.
Well, it works whilst you keep dancing and your body is working well. And things
The funny thing is, though, that since the lockdown, I mean, my cooking has improved so much. So we're having a lot of fresh food now. We're making our own food. Anna, tell us about your week, because you did something very unusual today that you haven't done in over a year.
Oh, I went to London.
You went to London? Well,
I went to London.
You went to London
But-
and you bought something you haven't bought in over a year, didn't you?
Oh, I know. I bought a sandwich.
A
It was
sandwich?
like an adventure.
It was
It's the first time
a
in a year
shop-made
and
sandwich.
a shop-made sandwich since last March. Well, actually, we did have one meal out, but it wasn't. Yeah. Anyway, this was the first time in a year and a half that I bought a sandwich. It felt very exciting and daring, reckless.
Reckless.
Really.
Did it feel reckless?
It did.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. You are a
Yeah.
bit reckless, aren't you?
Yeah. Like live dangerously, on the edge.
Right. Okay, now, I think it's almost time for the birthday jam.
Well, I'm in a chatty mood today because
You're in a
you
chatty
made
mood.
me think. You were talking about the foods that dancers eat at gigs, which makes me think of gig food.
Yes, gig food.
And not only what you're served at gigs, which is usually lasagna, but when you're served at gigs. Now, there's a rule. They either don't serve you until very late and you're very hungry, or they serve you 5 minutes before you have to go on stage. And they serve you lasagna and desserts and things, and 5 minutes later you have to go on stage and jump. Now there's two versions. So we danced a lot with Iktis Viliulis, and he's very disciplined, and he chooses not to eat when that's the case.
Crazy.
He'd rather starve than eat before. We don't do that.
No.
We like.
I will
easy
tell
too
a
much.
funny story. Well, I don't know if it was funny, but it's funny now in retrospect. But I was on this lovely job with a band in Switzerland, and we were taken...
Country of chocolate and cheese.
Country of chocolate and cheese.
And leek.
Actually, we were taken... Actually, was it Switzerland? Or maybe it was Belgium. Or anyway...
Or Hawaii.
No, it wasn't Hawaii, it was Europe. But anyway, but there was a Hilton hotel across the road from the theatre where we were
The
performing.
theatre.
And they took us to the Hilton for a buffet dinner.
Ooh.
But it was an eat anything you want at the Hilton. And I have never seen so much food in all my life. Honestly, the dessert...
Celery galore.
Celery galore. The dessert table was bigger than our house. I mean, they had so much to eat. Anyway, they said, eat what you want, guys. However, our rehearsal had run late. And it was literally less than an hour before we were dancing on stage. And we were dancing quite an energetic series of routines. But I couldn't help it. I just, I love my food. And so I just ate and I was stuffed. Anyway, when you dance and you eat, it's not very nice because you're sweat. Oh, it's awful. I won't mention it.
And the
Anyway,
jumping.
the funny thing was, the next day we said, right, we're going to make sure we finish our rehearsal earlier and we're going to get down to the food earlier. Well, of course, the rehearsal finished late and we got down there again with like 35 minutes before we were going on. And we had a choice, but we ate the same amount. Oh, I just couldn't. No, it's just like the choice there.
It's rude not to.
We did a cruise, Anna and I, last year. It was a nice old people's cruise. It wasn't really old people. It was a nice crowd of people. And we were the entertainers. We were the entertainers.
Some of the
But we could eat in the main restaurants, and we got to eat so much food.
Oh, it was so
my
good.
God!
Ice
and
cream
it was
on
so
demand.
good. It was. I think it was some of the best food I've ever had, and there was so much of it. Anyway, we're talking about this. We're making the poor people hungry.
Yeah, I
talking
know.
about that.
I'm getting hungry.
I think we're going to have 2 songs. So we are not, I'm afraid, going to do the usual Shim Sham. Because the Shim Sham, I don't have a song to play the Shim Sham that's food related.
Oh,
so
right.
we're going to do a basic stroll because I can play
Oh,
green
okay.
onions. We'll do a basic stroll. But before that, this is our birthday song. For
Is it?
anyone who's celebrating a birthday. Is anyone celebrating a birthday or a special occasion? This is for you. Or if you're just celebrating, it's May the 17th and you want to celebrate, come celebrate with us. What happens is you just dance non-stop to this whole song with everyone else in the room. We all just imagine we're all in a big room dancing. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Come in.
Come in.
Well, look
Well,
here.
well, well.
I haven't seen you in many a year. If I knew you were coming, I'd bake a cake, bake a cake, bake a cake. If I knew you were coming, I'd bake a cake. How'd you do, how'd you do, how'd you do? Had to drop me a letter, I'd hire a band, grand band in the land. Had to drop me a letter, I'd hire a band and spread the welcome mat for you. Oh, I don't know where you came from, 'cause I don't know where you've been. But it really doesn't matter, grab a chair and fill your platter and dig, dig, dig right in. If I knew you were coming, I'd bake a cake, hire a band. Goodness sake, if I knew you were coming, I'd bake a cake. How'd you do, how'd you do, how'd you do? If I knew you were coming, I'd bake a cake, bake a cake, bake a cake. If I knew you were coming, I'd bake a cake. How'd you do, how'd you do, how'd you do? Had you dropped me a letter, I'd hire a band, friend band in the land. Had you dropped me a letter, I'd hire a band, spread the welcome mat for you. Oh, I don't know where you came from, 'cause I don't know where you've been. But it really doesn't matter, grab a chair and fill your platter and dig, dig, dig right in. If I knew you were coming, I'd bake a cake, hire a band. Goodness sake, if I knew you were coming, I'd bake a cake. How'd you do, how'd you do, how'd you do? How'd you do, how'd you do, how'd you do? How'd you do?
Time for a stroll. To the left. Hit it. 3 back. 3 forward. Okay, you can all join it. You can all join it. Oh yeah.
How do you like your green onions?
Well, you know what? I've started, since we've not been going out dancing, I've been cooking with garlic, onions, herbs, spices, because it's just the two of us. I don't know when I go out again and dance with people, I won't be allowed to do that, will I?
Well,
Gotta be careful what you eat.
Yeah, I know.
Right, so...
So we've got
had a
lots
few
of
comments.
answers. Yeah, so let's start from the top. We asked about cocoa butter. It is vegetarian. Great, that's good to know. Okay, so dark chocolate should be vegetarian then.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not convinced. I bet they put some dairy in it of some sort, no?
Why would they?
Show me your ingredients of that. Or
Well,
that chocolate.
because that's milk chocolate, so
but it's only 70% or 80%.
of. Well, still, I still think it might be vegan.
Mind you, it's still got sugar in.
Well, that we know.
That's the hardest thing to cut out.
That we know.
That's the hardest thing to cut out. Okay, what else have we got?
We've got some comments on the ties, some guesses about how old they were. Meat lover. We have a pescatarian, so vegetarian with occasional fish. We have a lacto-vegetarian. I'm not sure what that is. Is that you don't eat anything dairy and no meat?
Lactose intolerant
Or
or
you
something.
are vegetarian but you eat dairy products. I'm not sure. Glenn says, I try and often fail at low carb
Yeah.
diet. Yeah, diets are hard. You have to find a diet that's sustainable, just good habits rather than a sort of intense diet that you can't keep up for very long. Seafood-tarian. I see food and I eat it. Yeah, that's me too. Derek says, eat in moderation, but as in World War II, don't waste it.
Oh, very true.
Very wise, very
true.
wise.
Do you make your own food, Derek? Hope you're out in the garden. We have been quite successful this year. We had we had a
lovely
plate
salad.
full of salad from Anna's own hands in the garden.
Absolutely.
Very, very impressed I was.
Yeah.
Not one caterpillar.
And no slugs either so far.
No slugs either. We've got broccoli. We've got berries. We haven't got broccoli yet. We had it last year.
Yet, yes. But they are growing. They're getting rather big because I don't know about you, but we've had rather a lot of water recently.
Yes. we even have one raspberry bush. And we did have.
Actually, it's got a little offspring.
It's got a little offspring,
Yeah.
and we did have. Well, I'd call it the raspberry on the cake instead of the cherry on the cake, so we could have some homemade raspberries. Well, homegrown raspberries. So, anyone else doing their own gardening and making their own allotment food? Okay, what else have we got?
Lacto-vegetarian means vegetarian and dairy, so including dairy.
Okay,
So the one thing I would really miss a lot if I cut out on, if I became vegetarian, is eggs.
Eggs, yes.
Yeah, eggs
Well,
and cake, eggs in themselves.
I'm quite
I love
happy
eggs.
with having cut down on the way cut down on the amount of meat that we eat, and I'm having less dairy. I must say, I do have more oat milk and almond milk and rice milk and soya milk and my gosh, I don't even know what they call it, milk, but there we go. But the one thing that I have a trouble cutting down in sugar, that's the tough one. Is anyone
because
there?
you're so sweet.
I'm so sweet. Well, you know why I'm so sweet? Because I'm full of sugar. So anyone else got any tips how to cut down on the sugar? Don't want to get rid of it entirely.
No.
Don't I like a piece of chocolate, but
Well, you have cut down a lot because I'm here and I eat half of it.
half. Yes, folks. Okay. So dancers. What is a good diet for a dancer? Is it important? Basically, there's the same importance that it is for anyone, whether you're a dancer or a non-dancer. What you eat is the fuel you put in your car. It's the energy that drives you. Now, I like Dr. Ornish, who says it's a spectrum, and you have to learn what's good and bad. You're not convinced with this, but never mind. You have to learn what's good and bad, and then you choose where on the dial you want to place yourself. So you might say, I want to eat an ultra-healthy diet, and you have that on your spectrum. And other people might say, I don't care, I want to go and eat processed food, and I want to eat takeaways, and I want to eat stuff, I don't know where it's
Sandwiches from a shop.
Sandwiches from a shop.
Yeah, I know.
So
Evil.
So some people, so there's choices, and you have to choose where on the spectrum you want to be. But I think as you get older, you tend to be a bit more sort of thinking about it. I think as your body starts to show signs of wear and tear.
We got a very good tip from Emma. And actually, we do that.
Oh, yes.
My tip is to sprinkle cinnamon on your porridge instead of adding honey or jam. Cinnamon tastes make you think it's sweet, and it's true. It feels like it's sweet. We do that actually on porridge, and we don't. Sometimes we put honey, but not always.
I love cooking.
We like it as it is with fruits and cinnamon.
Yeah, I'm a smoothie man. I love smoothies, and I often put cinnamon.
You're smooth as well.
Oh, very so. And I often put cinnamon in my smoothies. I've taken to actually putting all sorts of things in my smoothies.
Yeah, celery.
Celery. Oh, enough of the celery already. Okay, now what about people on Facebook? Have you got any comments for us? If you are a chocolate person on Facebook, give us a heart. If you are a celery person, give us a smile.
You can't live on celery.
A thumbs up.
Whereas
Give us
you
a
can
thumbs up.
live on chocolate.
That's true. That's true. Is that why they call it soul food? Okay. Talking of food, should we play some more music?
Soul food.
Soul
let's
food.
play some more music. But you have to tell us about soul food.
Soul food. Go to Harlem and have some soul food. Catfish.
Yes.
Catfish. I love me catfish. I'm not big though. I got to say, fried chicken and waffles doesn't work for me.
Oh, it does.
I love the fried chicken. I love the waffles, but together,
I really
I don't
like
get
it with
I don't
maple
get
syrup,
it.
and that is about the worst thing that you can eat, right? But it is delicious. I had it about twice in my life.
Okay.
But it's been memorable.
There's another American thing I've got to say. If you're American, explain to me grits. I don't get it. I was in where was I? In Myrtle Beach.
Where's that?
Myrtle Beach in Florida. No, where is it? Not Myrtle Beach. It's in South Carolina. And I was taken to this lovely restaurant and for breakfast, and they said, "Oh, you got to have grits. That's what we all have." And I tasted it, and it had no flavour. They said no. So then you put maple syrup on it and sugar on it and milk on it. You put all this stuff on it, and it still had no flavour.
It's just like porridge.
No, porridge has flavour.
It does actually. I used to not like porridge.
The secret of good porridge, everyone. This is why you come to this show, because we edutain you and we teach you about how to make good porridge. Stir it. Get lots of air in there. Stir it almost the whole time that you're cooking it, and cook it a lot longer than you imagine.
3 minutes?
No, exactly. That's why my porridge has flavour. It's got air
like
and it's
my
smooth.
porridge.
I do like
and
your
it's
porridge.
in 3 minutes.
Well, mine's in 8 minutes. I'm an 8-minute porridge person, and you're a 3-minute porridge person. What can I say? But we put all sorts of things in our porridge, don't we? Should we give away our secrets?
Oh,
we put
but I have to
almonds.
say, if my family's
raisins.
listening to this, they're going to be opening big eyes, because when we came to the UK quite a few years ago, and we thought, we have to try that porridge thing. And so we must have been 7 of us, and we ordered 1 or maybe 2 portions of porridge, and it was awful. It must have been a good one actually, because it was lovely B&B and everything, but it was just to our taste. It was absolutely horrible. The texture, the colour, the taste, there was nothing for it. And between all of us, we couldn't finish it.
Okay.
Now
you
I
love
like it, because you had it, and so I tasted a bit, and it grew on me. I never knew it was possible, and now I request porridge.
In Sweden, when I used to go to the Herang dance camp, we used to have porridge for breakfast in the middle of summer. And for me, when I grew up, it was a winter food, winter fuel. So do you like porridge? Let us know if you like porridge. Put a fire sign if you like porridge, that's what I think. Right, have we got anyone else joining us? Should we play some more music?
Oh, we're having the worst combos after the fried chicken and waffle. But let's play one song so we can digest the chicken and waffles first.
Okay.
Before we turn to the food.
Have we had any bagels yet? Talk about dunking custard creams. How about dunking bagels?
Oh yes. And we've got the best bagels in the world in London, don't we?
Oh, the bagel shop.
Coming to that next.
Oh, yes. The wonderful Slim Gaylord.
Any food related? Oh, Dunkin' Bagel, that's the name. Shall I get the turban back?
Dunkin' bagel, Dunkin' bagel, Dunkin' bagel. Scratch in the coffee, Dunkin' bagel.
Dunkin' bagel, Dunkin' bagel, smash in the coffee. Matzo ball, look about me. Filter fish, computer fish booty. Little herring, people herring booty. Not the Dunkin' bagel, Dunkin' bagel, Dunkin' bagel, smash in the coffee.
Stirring some milk in.
Dunkin' bagel, Dunkin' bagel, Dunkin' bagel, smash in the coffee. Dunkin' bagel, Dunkin' bagel, Dunkin' bagel, smash in the coffee. Matzo ball, a matzo ball ring, a filter fish, a little herring, a pickle herring, a sorbet, a nut Dunkin' bagel, Dunkin' bagel, Dunkin' bagel, smash in the coffee. Dunkin' bagel, Dunkin' bagel, Dunkin' bagel, smash in the coffee. How about a bowl like a filter fish? Cold, hot.
Splash.
Splish splash in the coffee. So, yeah, so I think it's important what you eat. You are what you eat.
Yeah.
As the old saying goes. Is porridge the same as oatmeal? Yeah, pretty much. I think.
What's a meal with oats?
Isn't oatmeal the American name for porridge? I don't know.
I'm not sure. Well, it's oat with milk. Some add cream, and then you can add toppings and things. But it's quite basic. I think you can actually do it with water. You can do it with milk, but it's basically cooked oat.
Now, have you seen Glenn says maple syrup and bacon on pancakes?
I know.
Ooh la
Ooh la
la.
la.
I don't think it's
Ooh
very
la la.
French. I don't think it's very
Ooh
French.
la la.
Oh la la. And vanilla butter and crisps.
That is new to me.
That's
Katrine,
new to me as well. I don't know that
sounds like
one.
a new vice.
Oh, hold on. Vanilla butter. You don't
Plus,
mean custard.
oh no,
no.
plus vanilla butter and crisps. So I think it's maple syrup, bacon,
Oh, yeah, that makes
pancakes,
sense.
vanilla butter and crisps. Now that makes sense, do you think?
Took me a while to get there, yeah. Okay, Emma says, you must be becoming British, Anna.
I must be.
Do you know what? When she drinks her tea, she puts a little finger up like this. Ever so posh. Ever so posh.
Do you know, I've realised the other day, in September, I'm gonna have been in the UK for 10 years.
It's like a
It's
decade.
my
a decade.
Yes, a decade in the UK.
It's like a sentence, isn't it? Do they let you out on good behaviour?
I'm not sure.
Well, actually, no, probably not at the moment.
Probably not, no.
No.
But I do eat my Marmite.
You do eat your Marmite. Oh, she's a Marmite girl, yes. Okay, so next week's show, we've mentioned, is going to be about Frankie Manning. The week after that, we're going to do ties. So we want you to get all your best ties out, and we are going to have a tie fest. And we're going to learn all about the tie. I'm not talking about tying you up. I'm talking about ties, these things. Do we get a vote on the end?
No.
So what was the vote?
So which one should Simon wear next?
Which one should I wear next? Should I wear this amazing tie with dancers on?
No influencing the jury.
Check out the dancers on this one. I mean, just like look at that tie. Isn't that amazing? I don't even know. Do you know the funny thing is? I bought this tie, as I said, I bought my ties
Okay,
early
so give them
in
number
the
one,
1980s.
number two.
And number two is a slightly more modern
you've
tie.
reversed it. It was number one before.
That was number one before. Okay,
so
this
let's
is number
give them
one.
a name. Let's give
Number
them a name.
one. Okay, let's say number one is the modern tie. So 1M for modern and 2V for vintage. 2V for vintage. So should I wear the modern or the vintage tie? Let's see what people say. I think that's a bit of a loaded question if you want my honest opinion.
Yeah.
Now, anyway, the funny thing is, you know, ties, sometimes you see them in shops, they're quite pricey. But my ties, when I first went shopping for these old ties, they were in second-hand shops and they were like £1, you know.
Yeah.
You buy them for £1. I think I bought this one for a couple of quid. I might have splashed out. Right. What else have we got?
Vote for number one?
Got a vote for number one?
Vintage. So because you've mixed them up.
Oh, I've mixed them up.
So it's number 2 actually.
Oh, somebody else says
And
modern
then,
though, the modern tie.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it's got lots of
vintage,
dances on the modern one.
2 vintage,
2
3
vintage.
vintage.
Oh, and then for a number 1, so
2
that's
modern.
2 modern, so some for the
1.
modern.
Okay. Jenny says 2 vintage, definitely.
Definitely. Okay. Well,
Richard says very good.
very
Richard.
wise, very wise.
Very wise. Depends on the event.
That's interesting. So,
Well, I'm not sure. I would go vintage.
yeah,
anyway.
but you see, to me, this one has got records, music. It's fun. It's fun.
Yes.
And this one is classy. You know,
Classy.
classy.
It's the kind of event where
Like
you
me.
lift your finger.
Yeah, like me, classy. Right. Enough of the class. We've got to play some more music. But anyway, so we haven't we haven't done our normal show today. We haven't talked about. Well, we talked about your week.
You know,
Talking about food, we
Yes.
watched something very good. We signed up for a thing, not Netflix, but a thing called Masterclass. Don't know if you know it. If anyone knows Masterclass, it's very good. And they've got some great people. And there was an interesting guy called Ron Finlay.
Oh, yes.
Ron Finlay, he is known as the Gangster Gardener. A bit like Anna, really, Gangster Gardener. And,
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Gangster
how-
Gardener. Anyway, he's in LA and he created gardens on sort of old.
Well, he started on the streets
waste.
There's a wasteland, all the patches that were unused, and he just planted flowers, vegetable, anything. How do you call it? The parkway.
The parkway.
Yeah.
And he was at the first they were going to take him to prison because he didn't have permission
Yeah.
to do it, and he literally went to court several times.
Yeah, for
And then
planting vegetables.
for planting vegetables and flowers.
Yeah.
I mean, there you go. But in the end, he fought back and he said, and the thing is, what he's trying to do is, I mean, he's producing fresh, real food. He's got lots of kids involved, lots of charities, lots of schools. He's producing fresh food, and he's our Jamie Oliver, isn't he?
Yeah, a little bit.
Fresh food for kids.
But he
he also
goes
does
further,
flowers
I think.
and for beauty, flowers
Yes.
for beauty, because he's brightening up streets
The
that weren't
neighbourhood.
particularly, neighbourhoods that weren't particularly pleasant, and
Yeah.
he's making them brighter. And anyway, fantastic.
Yeah.
So
But
check this
also
guy out. Frank
He's
Finlay.
re-educating people to reconnect with their food and their garden, because it's in areas where people eat a lot of fast food and don't really
Like you
know.
going to eat your sandwich today.
Yeah, exactly.
Fast food takeaways. That's just
Exactly.
Anna.
And don't really know or connect with growing things, and so he's trying to bring it back and give people the pleasure and pride and all the values that come with working your own patch of garden, whether you're a flower person or a veg person or anything.
Okay, we are running out of time, and I've got to
no.
play this next song.
Okay.
This actually is for Anna. This is Anna's theme tune. And so this is especially for Anna, and I think this might be a theme tune for lots of other people
Yes,
as well.
I think I'm not alone on this show.
Oh, we've had quite a few votes coming in. Excellent. Last chance. Let's just repeat. Number 1 is the fun modern tie with dancers on, with rock and roll dancers, with records and music instruments. And number 2 is the vintage tie, and it's got 3
The
pictures,
classy.
very classy vintage tie. It's got some ballroom dancers. It's got some what look like Shag type foxtrot Charleston dancers, and then it's got some sort of Latin dancers on. So check those 3 out. Latin, ballroom, and swing. I think that's pretty.
Where's the Latin? Oh, I see.
Yeah, the one at
Yes.
the bottom.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
Latin one.
No, at the bottom is swing, isn't it?
No, that's Latin. That's swing in the middle. They're doing like a Balboa type of swing.
No, but they're
Sophisticated, like me.
They're doing like a.
Anyway, these people don't
Ride
want
the
to hear
pony.
us
Anyway,
discussing.
yes,
They want to
let's
have
dance,
some music to
let's
dance
dance.
to.
Apologies.
And this song, thank you. This song,
Not to you.
this song is Anna's theme song. Let's hear it. Oh no, I just lost it. No, let's go back one more time for Anna's theme song.
And like pie, and like cake, and like anything you bake, and like your crackers I like cake. I like anything you bake. I like your crackers too, crumbled up in chicken stew. When I see your jelly roll, then I lose my self-control. But of all these things, I like you better of all, yeah. I like pie, I like cake, I like anything you bake. I like your crackers too, crumbled up in chicken stew. When I see your jelly roll, then I lose my self-control. But of all these things, I like you best of all.
Right, so that song, did you get the title? I like pie. Does anyone else like pie? Does anyone else like cake?
No, nobody here.
We've got some more. Oh, Stephen. Why would you? Oh, Stephen suggested the tie.
Yes.
Wasn't it? Yes, Stephen and Maureen. Thank you for your suggestion.
Thank you
of the
very much
ties.
for that. It was a
That's what we're doing in
fantastic
2 weeks' time.
Yes.
We're going to have a show about ties. Ooh.
about
I like this
ties.
one. It's like snow, isn't it? It's like snowdrops.
Yes, it's like a stylized
It's my favourite one.
snowflakes.
Okay, gosh, the show's about to finish, which is good because it looks like Facebook are about to cut us off. We've got the pink card from Facebook.
Facebook doesn't like pie and cake.
No. Oh gosh. And Anna, how much chocolate have you got left? Are you sharing?
Well, you've got your celery.
I'm going to share. So anyway, this basically now we've got them all on a healthy diet. They're all going to become vegans, eat plant food,
Well,
eat
they're
more
all
beans.
eating custard creams and bacon on pancakes.
So you mean
Yeah,
we haven't changed them? We haven't changed them. What
We
sort of
made it
show are we
worse. We
coming
might
to?
make
What
it
are we
worse.
coming to? I don't know. Guys.
So, it's about the ties. Let's decide.
Okay, let's
So
decide.
the modern tie has two votes.
No, 3.
No, 2 because Glenn changed his mind. It was because it was
Oh, Glenn's voted for both. Glenn, make up your
but
mind.
It was you, Simon. You make up your mind about the numbers. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 votes for the vintage tie.
Yes. Actually, I'm quite pleased. I do like
6.
both because I bought both ties, obviously. But I think
Yes.
I'm
Well,
happy
you
wearing
sort
the
of you sort of biased the vote a little bit by saying, and here is my favourite tie.
And then there's a modern one.
You can have vintage tie or modern. Vintage or modern.
I'm not like that. What do you think I am, a politician?
Now, do you have
Right.
one last song to send us out
Well,
into the week?
I've played
A
this
slow
song
one?
before. Oh, you want a slow one? Okay,
Slow
well
and
let's.
smoochy to digest.
Okay, then I think we should have this one. This was a band that came over to England and they played for me. They're a very good band. Their CD, I bought their CD because there was such a nice band to listen to live. Their CD was a bit what I call West Coast swingy. It's a bit sort of modern rhythm and blues. But live, they were fantastic. Oh, I hope they're still around. This is called Roll Up the Rug was the CD. I've forgotten the name of the band now. I've got it in my mind.
Oh,
But never
and
mind.
it's
They'll
not-
come back to me. Anyway, this is Soul Food.
Soul food.
Elvin Bishop. No, I lied. That's not the band I was thinking of. But anyway, it's good. Some
Let's
soul
dance
food.
anyway.
Let's dance. Let's have a party.
I tell you what, fellas, it's going down to this old brother's kitchen, 5239 Telegraph Avenue, Oakland. Yeah, anytime. Oh, looks good, don't look disbanding. And the rest look good too. Say, Mr. What are you gonna have? Mutton, steak, shoulders? I don't know.
And before you go, folks, I forgot to tell you, if you're in London, well, not London, not outside London, and you've got nothing to do next Saturday, we've got one of our first live events. We're going to be live at the Biggin Hill Museum for a 1940s Community Day. So check it out. We're going to be there all day. They've got big band, they've got singers, they've got some entertainment, wartime 40s style at the Biggin Hill.
Up?
Well, you don't have to, but they encourage you
it's
to.
Nice too.
So it's
Modern
going to be a
tie,
dress-up day.
vintage tie, it's your choice.
Yes. So check it out, Biggin Hill, if you're around Biggin Hill Airfield. And it was, I think it was where the Battle of Britain was, one of the main stations for the Battle of Britain. Yeah. So check it out, Biggin Hill Airfield Museum, and that's going to be next Saturday, the 22nd of May in the year 2021.
This coming
May.
Saturday.
Yeah.
This coming Saturday.
This coming May.
If you can't remember it all, it's all on the website,
It's on
SwingdanceUK.com.
And you can check out our classes, check out our membership site. We've been working on the membership site. We think it's getting better. So, you know,
But
check
let
it out,
us
check
know.
it out.
Let us know if it is, or if you want anything else, if you'd like to see anything else.
Oh, and Julia says, you've inspired me to cook porridge. We'll try for 8 minutes and keep stirring. Keep stirring.
But yes, keep stirring.
8 minutes.
Keep
And
stirring.
put raisins in it and nuts and
yes.
cinnamon. Oh,
Cinnamon's good.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Glenn's asking, do we need tickets for
do you
Biggin
tickets?
Hill? I tried booking, but it says sold out.
Oh, really?
Really?
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, that's very good.
Well, it's
But not
good,
for you, obviously. I'm sorry, Glenn.
I didn't know it sold out. Yes. I think they're making it part of the entry. It's just a normal entry to the museum. It's quite cheap. It's I think it's not expensive. It's a really low priced event.
Yeah, it's not the event entry. It's like a museum ticket.
Yeah, well, it's a museum ticket, but I think it's like £6 or something. Don't quote me on that.
But it's sold out. Okay.
Phone them up again.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
Say you know me. No, I don't know if that will work. But
say you'll bring cake.
say you'll dress up. They like people to dress
yes.
up. Just say you really want to come down because you had your uniform, your vintage clothes to wear, and just talk your way in, Glenn. Come on, talk your way in.
Glenn and Emma.
Give them some of that, what was it? Bacon and pancakes or something. I don't know, whatever it is.
Yes.
They'll win them over. Right. Well, that's it, folks. It's the end of the show.
Yes.
So thank you so much for coming along to Swing This Way. Next week, we're going to be doing a Frankie Manning special to celebrate the life of one of the most lovely people I've met through dancing. His name is Mr. Frank Manning. He was born in 1914, and I knew him for over 20 years. I saw him every year for several times a year, actually, often, and such a lovely gentleman. He was the ambassador of Lindy Hop. That's what he is known as, and fantastic. So let's find out all about him. The embassy, that is, in fact, all over the world. He was a roving ambassador, and he did travel in his 80s and 90s. He travelled literally Russia, Korea, China, all across America, all across Europe. Absolutely amazing.
A kid from Harlem.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
All right. Wonderful to see you all, guys. See you next week. Be ready for some 1930s, 40s, 80s, 90s flavour.
Yes. Ciao.
The decades. Good night.